Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. I hope you all are doing good. So I'll be finally teaching you guys how to make this keyhole. Is this side keyhole dress? I don't know. I just made it without a name. So I'll be teaching you guys how to make it today. It's a very simple top. So the first thing is to get your top length. It's a crop top, so it depends on you how long you want your top. So this is 18 inches. I'm using 18 inches. The top length is 18 inches long, so you just get your length. So get the length of your top. After marking out the length of your top, you connect the lines. So the next is to take your shoulder measurement, just the normal way you draft your top. So after getting your shoulder measurement, you just go down by 1 inch to your shoulder, your armhole connection. So for the neck width of this top, I use 2.5 inches. The back I use 1. Then the front depth I use 2.5 inches also, because I really wanted it to be maybe fitted that way. Or I wanted to use this outer neck, but I later you added a small band, like not really that wide. So that was why I used 2.5 inches for the neck width and the depth. So just connect your shoulder slope. The next thing is to take your round bust measurements, your bust measurement. If you notice, I didn't add any allowance to this, because it's your material or your fabric should be very stretchy. So instead of adding, you even had to remove, maybe minus, deduct something from your actual measurement, but I didn't really deduct anything. So just, this is what you should have. You should have something like this. You just cut it out. So you should have something like this. You cut it out and use it to cut the front before, sorry, the back. It doesn't have a zipper. This is why you should use a stretchy fabric. So 1 yard of fabric will be very enough. It depends on the kind of sleeve that you want, but if you want my kind of sleeve, then 1 yard should be enough for this. So you just connect the shoulder slope and cut out the back neckline. This is basically what you'll be needing for this. So once you use it and cut out the back, then we won't have to work on the front. So with the front, so this, I'll just cut the front neckline, then the front armhole. So cut out the front neckline and the armhole. Once you are done cutting it out, then you just open it up. Once you have it like this, you open it up. Now determine where you want your keyhole to fall. Is either the left hand side or the right hand side. Just determine where you want your keyhole to be. So I wanted to, like, okay, go in by 1.5 inches, but no, just to measure the total of your neck width. Sorry, don't mind what I'm doing. Just measure the what you have here, the shoulder part. Just measure what you have here. Whatever you have, you divide it by 2, just get the midpoint. Once you get the midpoint, now you determine the depth of your keyhole, like how long you want your keyhole to be, or how, yes, the length. So once you determine it, I went down by 8 inches. You can go by 7. It depends on how wide you want it, or how exposed you want to expose your cleavage. So now you determine the widening, because this is a stretchy fabric. I will advise you to, from that line, you go in by ½ inch or go out by 1 inch, but don't exceed 1 inch, because you don't want it to come out really well. So once you go out by 1 inch, you connect it this way that I'm connecting. Just make a curve. So if you don't want this to be this straight, if you don't want it to be this straight, you can make your keyhole to be this straight, or you can just curve it. So from that place, now you start curving it. Just give this any side that you want, just a freehand something. It's not something that has a measurement. Just maybe play around it. So I had to extend it to this point. This is the part that, look at the way that I'm doing it. It doesn't have any measurement. So it's just a freehand. So don't cut through the shoulder, because I don't want it to cut through the shoulder, to divide the shoulder. So just notch, make a hole where you can pass your scissors to cut it out. So this is how I ended up cutting it out because I don't want to separate it from the shoulder. That's why I had to make a notch there, then start cutting it out. So this is how you cut it. Don't cut through the shoulder. You just stop half-inch before the shoulder. Yeah, half-inch before the shoulder will be very, very okay. So this is what you should have, half-inch before the shoulder. If you notice that I didn't really cut it through, just half-inch before the shoulder, that is where you will stop. So this is the keyhole, like it's giving already, it's looking beautiful already. Hey guys, you know that I have this top already. I'm just showing the tutorial on how to cut it. The joining part will not be a big issue. So how you are going to fold in this, you can just use the same fabric to make it as a bias and fold it, or you can just fold it in once like this. I folded mine once. I just folded it in once, then just run your stitch on it, then join your shoulder. Once you are done folding, you just join the shoulder and make the kind of sleeve that you want. Then for the neckline, it depends. If you want a turtleneck, you can add your turtleneck, or you can still use the same fabric to run it. So this is basically what we are going to be doing on for this top. Then you can hem the down part, attach your sleeve. That is just it, guys. Please, if you have any question, I told you that this is really simple. So if you have any question concerning this tutorial, just drop a comment, or if you feel that you don't understand it, just drop a comment. And please make sure to like and subscribe. So this is the top. This is the top. It's just very easy. The back doesn't have any design. Thank you.